Hey guys, welcome back. Apologies for the croaky voice today. I'm just getting over a bout of COVID. But I wanted to have a quick look at the markets and what crypto is doing at the moment because it's pretty crazy. I mean, we've seen crashes before. This is a particularly, precipitous one, hitting some very low numbers. We look at what we're seeing at the moment. 29,000 low for Bitcoin hasn't been seen in quite some time. And it's happening all over the place. So for people who have held on to some cash reserves or some stable reserves, this is an excellent buying opportunity in my mind, and that's how I'm seeing it. It's crypto is something I believe in long term, and I don't think that the crash is exclusive to crypto. We see it happening in the stock market as well. So in my mind, it doesn't really change anything about the proposition for crypto. It really kind of just presents a discount or a buying opportunity in many ways. And so I'm going to just look at a couple of opportunities that I'm taking advantage of. And just to be really clear on this is not any sort of financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You need to do your own research, understand the risks, and take those into account under your own investment strategy. So please don't just follow what YouTubers say. But I'm looking at specifically Luna, which I've spoken about in my last video, and this has taken a really heavy fall from where we were a couple of days ago at about high mid-80s, $84-87 per Luna. Took a fall down today to a third of that, basically around $26. And a lot of this is due to some panic around Luna. So there's a complex relationship between Luna and UST that I've spoken about, and when Luna tends to drop, UST also has an effect, and you can see UST has depegged from its peg of $1 to $1 UST, and it has done that before as well. We've had previous depegs. This is actually a stronger depeg. The last one hit 85 cents. This one went down as low as I think 78 cents. It looks like, and we've had these other depegs before. And the way these algorithmic stablecoins work is that there's a incentive to buy when there's a depeg, and essentially that helps drive up the price, and it looks like it is starting to stabilize. So this is obviously a very high risk thing. As I spoke about in my last video, algorithmic stablecoins are fairly new, I guess, when there have been ones in the past, but for Luna it is fairly new. It has survived quite a long time. And managed to recover from its loss of peg, but at this stage it looks like it's doing so. But it's always a risk. But there's an opportunity here if the risk is palatable to you, which I wanted to call out, and the opportunity is basically, right now you can buy essentially $1 for 78 cents. So if you think that the UST is going to recover its peg and go back to $1, well, right now you can buy those dollars for 78 cents and make something around about in the ballpark of 20 to 30 or so percent gains once that regains its peg. But obviously you've got the risk, and the risk is that the entire thing crashes and you lose it all. Yeah, so basically you've got 20-30% in the upside. You have the risk of 100% in the downside. So it is a very risky play, in my opinion. I don't know if it's something that I'm willing to take on. It does seem like a bit of a gamble, but if you were to put some money on this, buying UST, and the peg does regain, that's an easy 20 to 30% upside, but that the risk is real. Given this kind of variance, the risk is real. High risk, high reward, I guess is the name of the game. The Luna coin itself is an opportunity, and that's something that I have been buying. So as I said, around mid-80s down to 26. I actually bought a little bit on the way down, and a bit more just kind of in this range with the 25 to 35 range. Look, I think I'm fairly confident about Luna. We'll see what happens. I could absolutely be wrong about this. The whole thing could just crash and I could lose my money, but I'm fairly confident it will recover, and once it does recover, it's gonna head pretty quickly, in my opinion, back up into this higher range. So that's the play I'm making. We'll see what happens. No one can predict the future in crypto. There's always risks. You look at these charts and you think, well, we're going to hit the bottom here. Maybe it looks like it's going to start to come up. What I've learned from my time trying to trade crypto is you just can't predict the future. It might look like things are going to reverse, and it's essentially random in the short term. You don't know what's going to happen. So I guess when you do take advantage of these discounts and these buying opportunities, you need to do so with the understanding that it might continue to drop. You might buy something and immediately you're going to lose money on that. Immediately it's going to keep going down and down, but it's my view of crypto and DeFi as a whole that these things have long-term benefits, and I don't think any of the recent events, the crash in the stock market, none of this really has any bearing on the long-term effect of crypto. So I'm very happy to put my money into this and take advantage of some of these opportunities and try to grow my position now. Like, this is the only time, or this is the best time, I think, to try and increase holding, to grow your position when people are scared, when people are selling. You do take on more risk, but that's where the rewards are. So that's all my opinion. That's how I'm viewing the events today. Obviously, not financial advice. Do your own research, make your own conclusions, but that's what I'm doing right now. So, all right, thanks everyone for watching. Just a quick one, and I'll see you in the next video.